why your identity is messing up your dating life. Okay, so we have all these negative experiences that happen to us as a kid, right? So we get rejected by somebody, somebody picks on us, maybe our parents said something that was hurtful. All these internalizations that we stack up over time, and we begin to identify with them as like, oh, I guess I'm shit because all these shit things happen to me, right? And we start to think that that's who we are. We write this story about who we are from all these things that happened in the past, right? And now all of a sudden, in real time, we're acting out in accordance with who we are. It's this identity we've built up, which is entirely a fiction, right? It's just a story that you have. It only exists in your brain. For everybody else, if you were to go look into their story about who you are, all the people around you, the narrative that they have would vary greatly, even though there would be themes that are similar, right? And it just goes to show it's just a subjective story that you have in your head that you built up over time. Well, what's the only thing that really matters? It's the present moment, right? In terms of, the way things are going to go in the future, it just matters how you act right now. But if your right now is getting discolored by the past, you're going to have a shitty future, right? So you have to look into your past and say, okay, what are all these internalizations that I've soaked in, right? And what kind of beliefs do I have about myself that are negative and steeped in negative reference experience? And how can I flush all that shit out just with the simple understanding that my identity is false, which means that I can write whatever I want it to be. And that way I can start choosing good choices in the present moment and start acting in accordance with this new identity that I want, which is, a guy that has success with women, right? And of course, when you start doing that, you start acting in the present moment with this new idea of identity of success with women, you actually start getting success with women, right? And then when you have those positive reference experiences, feel free to internalize that stuff, right? Because that belief about yourself is going to serve you, right? So you start internalizing all the positive, you flush out all the negative. Of course, you still want to learn from your mistakes, right? You still want to learn from your mistakes. You want to flush them out so that way they don't affect you in the present moment. Okay, and you start acting from this positive identity, and you start getting success with women. Then your brain recognizes that, your subconscious recognizes that, and then you're more apt to have success with women in the future. Okay, so you can't hold anything against yourself. You have to forgive yourself for all the past, and you have to get rid of all the negative reference experience. Just flush it out, and just hang on to the good stuff.